same one for a number of years now, dangreenaway.com.
Okay.
I was told the .com was a good idea to get hold of early doors, which was...
Yeah.
I was glad I was given that advice at the time, and I've kept hold of that one. So if you had my business card from way back, it's still the same.
Still valid.
Cool.
Yeah, same mobile number as well on the cards,
Yeah.
and the same email address.
Yeah.
But yeah, dangreenaway.com.
Okay.
That will take you to the main website, and then you've got all your links
Yeah.
to Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud, and it all spins off that really. So
And what about gigs this way? People want to come and see you play live.
I get asked, when's your next gig?
Yeah.
And it sounds really bad, but usually my answer is, I don't know, go and look on the website. I've still got Glastonbury brain on it, because you're a bit spaced out when you get back.
Yeah.
You have such a high and a peak.
Yeah.
Okay, we played on a Thursday, so you're buzzing anyway.
Yeah.
We played, Alex played as well.
Yeah.
And then you go and watch all these wicked bands.
Yeah.
And then you come back and you're like, okay, what am I going to do now? And you're dreaming like, how am I going to get on that big stage myself?
Yeah.
You know, and so I've been catching up on emails and all this sort of stuff, and unpacking my bag and doing my washing and everything. If you have a look on the website, I post up regularly on the gig dates, and it's quite nifty now. They basically tie it in with a Google Calendar, so when I put in the venue, you click on it and then it will show you on the map where it is as well. But there's some smaller venues I'll be playing locally. I think I've got one in Worcester at O'Neill's, and one in Bromsgrove at the Black Cross.
Right.
I haven't played there for a few years.
You're a Bromsgrove guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was born in Worcester, but I lived in Bromsgrove most of my life.
Right.
But I'll be moving to Whichbold soon, so I'll meet you halfway.
Oh, cool, I know which way to work at which
All of my mates joked about it, said, "I know why you're moving there, because you want to be close to McDonald's, don't you?" I think they found like a cheeseburger wrapper or something in there, and after it's been off to Lucky Days again. Sorry, we're allowed to mention that, mate?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, I might get free burgers out of it.
I saw in the news today that they were testing out burgers or something. I don't even know why they were doing it. I think George Osborne was caught eating a burger.
Yeah.
So that was enough for them to do a little spot on burgers, and they had 3 different sorts there, and the one in the middle was blatantly Mackie D's.
Yeah.
And the politicians out there were trying the burgers, and they were saying, which is your favourite? And there was one who was a bit of a connoisseur on the end, and he was like, here, it's this one here, the Angus burger. But the guy on the end, he wanted the one in the middle. He goes, that's a proper burger, that's a Mackie D's one. And then the bloke told him off, and he said, the company, the huge global company that we will not mention on air, and he was like, okay.
Instead of saying, actually, we have a country to run, you know, you can't be bothered with this frivolous nonsense.
Yeah, but the country's built on burgers or whatever.
Yeah.
No longer
Good song there, mate, for you.
Burger builders. We could fit that in now. There must be all sorts of big names in that. You know, like Freemasons or something.
Yeah.
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 Is it Burger Builders?
I think it is, isn't it? I'm not sure.
That it's supposed to be like
I don't know.
you have to be like a super powerful figure like to be in this group, like an elite group or something. Anyway, we digress.
We're going off topic.
We've gone off that. We were talking about everything tonight. This is brilliant.
We have, yeah. I'm sorry if I've rambled on.
I've loved it.
They've all fallen asleep in their beds. Put him off his broken leg or whatever he's suffering from.
What's the best gig you've ever done?
Apart from Glastonbury, I've got to say Gold Coast
Yeah.
Ocean Fest.
Yeah.
So hopefully, there's different sorts of gigs. I mean, I did TV in America, and that was on a breakfast morning show, and that was to like 2 million people or something.
Wow.
It's a lot of people,
Yeah.
but it's not so much fun getting up at 4 in the morning to go and do it.
No.
Singers don't want to sing in the morning that early. Your voice hasn't warmed up, and you know, you normally naturally warm up your voice throughout the day just talking.
Yeah.
Just be fair, I've done a lot of warming up today. But also eating as well, and then normally you'd gig on the night.
Yeah.
In terms of like playing to a lot of people, that was great.
Yeah.
And I suppose it's the challenge as well to do it and not buckle under the pressure of it.
Yeah.
And then you've got the other sorts of gigs where, you know, you've got Gold Coast Ocean Fest, Croyd Beach there.
Yeah.
To your right, you're looking at the waves rolling on the beach,
Yeah.
and you're thinking, this is what it's all about.
I've played it now, yeah.
And hopefully, the reception was really good. Apparently I got the best CD sales on the day.
Wow.
I was the first act on, Alex came and backed me up on some tracks as well.
Yeah.
He's got awesome vocal. Apparently he was bigging me up.
He was.
But I've got to big him up back.
Yeah.
And that's not just you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. But the story with Alex is I was just about to go travelling, which I talked about, going over to Southeast Asia. And just before I did, he dropped me an email. And it was not a long-winded one, but he'd obviously put some thought into it. Basically he was saying, you know, I'm sort of starting out a bit more, you know, I've done a lot of gigs, but can I have a bit of a heads up on, you know, what do you think I should do, which direction you think I should go? And I just thought, this kid's got, you know, he's got a lot of drive, he's obviously got a lot of talent. So I met up with him before I went, and then I remember typing a big email of stuff to like check this and that out. And I came back from travelling, he'd done it all and more.
Wow.
So I could see him going places, but his vocals are just awesome.
Yeah.
And I am quite excited to see what the band can do, and I think I'll be working alongside him. We'll still have our solo project, because he's got his influences and I've got mine, and that's great. But we're also going to team up, and basically have the vocals is where it's at really. And when you've got two strong vocals, then you've got the harmonies that you can do, and then the other stuff that should be built around it. And I think that's the way the band's going to go, where we'll build the songs around the vocals and give them space, and then the other bits they can fit around it. So you won't fall into the trap of having massive stuff going on with the band, and then maybe we might need to squeeze a little vocal in there somewhere. Oh, wait a minute, what are we trying to do here? We're trying to write a song, isn't it all about the lyrics and the vocals? It always seemed to be an afterthought. But now it's going to be, okay, this is all about the vocal.
Push it to the fore.
As a lyricist, as a writer, it's so frustrating when you go and play a gig and then people come up to you after and go, yeah, it sounded good, but I couldn't really hear the words you were saying. And you just think, well, for goodness sake, turn the back line down then. People don't want to get blasted out of the gig anyway. I mean, these people used to tell me about, I love The Who, by the way. They'd go, I went to the Who gig and now I'm deaf. And I'll go, you what? As in, you what? And nobody wants to get deafened at a gig anyway, so I just don't understand it when they turn stuff up that loud. And I've done quite a lot of gigs where that's happened. Didn't happen at Ocean Fest. That's probably my favourite gig so far. And I think it's the start of some new stuff, some good stuff. I could see Alex going somewhere with his solo stuff. But I can also see potential for the band. I mean, you were kind enough to play White Elephant for us. And I think stuff about that sort of heaviness, if that's the word, and then whatever else comes along. I think that's going to tick the boxes for me anyway. I'm looking forward to it. It's exciting time.
It is. Time for another track. Everlasting Spiral.
Yeah, this one is when the light bulb came on, when I realised that I could just work with a producer, just me and them, and I could get my ideas across without a band committee meeting about, don't like this bit or do like that, and agonise over every little bit. And because I suppose I'm multi-instrumentalist in that in the studio I'll pick up a bass, pick up other little instruments, piano, whatever, and like even a little egg shaker, whatever's needed for the track. I can't play violin, and you have to get someone in to do that, which we did on one of these album tracks that I did at Magic Garden. That's going to be on my album, so I'm just not limited now by the time that you have to spend with a band to get it ready to go in and record. I mean, last time I went in the studio, I hadn't even written the lyrics till on the day I went in. I had ideas, but I got up at 8 o'clock in the morning after a wedding gig that I had. Didn't get back till 2. Got up at 8 and just like for an hour and a half just sat there on my computer, just working things around, taking ideas, listening to little demos that I'd done as I was going around in between when I got 5 minutes downtime. And I just drew it all together and then went in, and it's turned out, quite an atmospheric track. I mean, my dad's, he's a pretty level-headed guy, and he wouldn't blow smoke, the proverbial smoke. And you would expect him to be biased, but he's always told me like it is and said his opinion.
So you can respect anything he says.
And if the gig hasn't gone well, he won't tell me it's gone well just because that's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
And he's the same when it comes, and my mum to be fair as well. And you need opinions you can trust like that. And this track we did, and there's some violin on it and stuff. And he was getting a bit emotional. He was like, this should be on a big stage, and I'm just doing what I want, what I love doing, and I'm not inhibited anymore. So I could never have done that before. Just finish a track off on the morning, and you go in and it comes out great.
Yeah.
It would have been like, oh my God, you haven't.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to dot the I's and cross the T's when you do it with a band. But now I'm just pushing forward with a solo album, and what we said was, you'd think maybe the band would get a little bit, well, what you're doing, but they've been pretty sound about it. And you know, if there's tracks like say Sleep Talker that the band want to do a version of that, then we'll do it, and we'll do whatever version the band wants to do. But that's my solo thing, and that's going you know, full steam ahead. I've got 2 more tracks to do, then we've got an album
Brilliant.
on our hands. So this is the light bulb track for me, where we didn't need the whole band, and we just went in, me and the producer, and did it.